Okay, beautiful soul. So I want to let you know that all the darkness that we see in the world exists in us. Whether it's cheaters, thieves, rapists, killers, whatever. All the darkness that we are witnessing within the world, it exists inside of us. And what will happen is, as you learn to self reflect in a bigger and deeper ways, you will come across those parts of you, those aspects of you, those really dark aspects inside of you. And in those moments, you don't have to hide, you don't have to criticize yourself so much, shame yourself so much that your will to live, it's like, okay, oh my god, I'm so bad, I'm so, no, don't go on that tangent. You gotta see, like, okay, I am observing this happening, because that's not the full truth of you. What you are observing, it's just a mini part of you. The darkness is not the full truth of you, it's just a mini part of you. Okay, there have been moments where you were so kind, there have been moments where you were so joyful and playful. So when you see that darkness, you don't make it the full personality of you, or you don't forget about all these other aspects of you. Yes, when the dark aspect is so big, we can forget about everything else, like our gifts, our joy, our kindness, the love that we have in our heart, the good intentions and the prayers that we carry in our heart for other people, for ourselves, for this world. And so yeah, when you are navigating those dark aspects, and I sit with my dark aspects, I had to, because all the darkness that we see existing in the world, it exists in us. When we see women being brutally killed in Afghanistan by people, or they have to hide themselves in shame, it's happening within us. There are aspects within us, when you dive deep, that where we are judging other women, where we feel like, okay, this is bad, they should be punished. When we see someone sexually dancing, we hate it so much that we want to punish them. That's the same terrorists, what they are doing, so that's what we do in our thoughts. And it's everything that we see in the news, in our society, or whatever, it exists inside of us. All pain that we see outside, it exists within us. And sometimes, all these shadow aspects, dark aspects, they are in our ancestry line. And when we see them, when we come across them, and instead of hiding away or running away, when we see it and we go towards it, like, okay, why is this aspect acting this way? So suppose in my ancestry line, there is like a lot of people have to steal money, okay, the money and food and everything. It's like, because it was not available, so this is like, okay, the way we can have money and we can have food is by manipulation, by stealing, by all of that. So I have to sit with it, and I was like, why do we have to do that? So first of all, there is a shame that it has learned around this need, like a need for money and the need for food. There has been so much shame around it. People were humiliated in my ancestry line, and I was humiliated as a child a lot for just needing food, basic need. When we were shamed around it a lot, we make it bad, but then subconsciously we know we need it, but there is shame available, so we go to the back door. We find all these manipulative ways to make our needs met. So, but when we go towards the dark aspect, we're like, okay, this is need, this is my base, this is my need, and this is what I have learned, like shame, that's why I am doing it. So when we remove the shame and we are like, okay, I need it, I should not feel shame around certain things, for wanting food, needing food, for wanting more money in my life, and all of those things and other things. And there are many other dark aspects, like, in relationships, sibling rivalry, because, like, okay, like if 2 lakh is also there, like okay, if there are 5 6 people in a home, how will we eat? Okay, this sibling will take away all of my food, all of the money in the home, and all these things. We gotta see all these patterns, and that's why we feel like okay, in the world, when we grow up in those kind of dynamics, we're like there is extreme competition. Like okay, if so many people are there, I will not get it. I will not get what I want. I will not, excuse me. So yeah, we gotta dive deep into the shadow aspects, why we are believing certain thing, why we are doing certain thing. And I sat with the cheater aspect in me, and for some reason my subconscious was bringing that up. Like okay, what if I try to steal other women's men? What if I, and I was like okay, what if other women are jealous? Because like if when I was, spirit was guiding me to dress up and embody my most sexier self and all of that, I was like, what if other women get makes me feel, other women feel like I am doing it so that I can steal their man. So I was just diving deep, the aspect of me that can cheat, the aspect of me that is insecure about certain thing, because everything that I am judging outside exists in me. So I was like okay, the aspect of me that can potentially cheat, why would it do that? And then I started to, before sleeping, I would tell myself like I never do that. If I see a man is committed, I am automatically uninterested. I am not interested in anyone's man. I never hurt a woman. I never would do such a thing. I was training myself, so that aspect that could possibly do that. Yeah. So and then also like I was like okay, I want to be like embody my most magnetic, pretty, sexy self. And I was afraid that what if other women blame me for, or like just start to judge me like as someone who is just getting ready to steal their man and all of that. So I was like, I can't never do that. I can never take away someone's blessings. That's just not possible. I have to teach myself. And I was like no, and I was just doing this subconscious work that no women should ever feel that insecurity around me. So I had to heal those insecurities within me, you know and it's just so powerful. The shadow work, this kind of shadow work really empowers you from within and actually create lighter energy from inside. And if you want to dive deep and do this deep shadow work and want intuitive therapy, intuitive psychic guidance, book a one-on-one intuitive guidance session with me. Also, like, you can dive deep and get a deeper support in my 12 weeks of mentorship, wherein we dive deep to build solid self-love within you, and the shadow work, and like what's stopping you from believing in your gifts and going towards the most joyful life that God wants you to have, the empowering life that God wants you to have. Yeah, like the money that God wants you to have, and just like, and whatever will come up, because these sessions are very intuitively led. But I'm sure what you need to know, what you need to learn, and anything that will progress you will come up in the session. So if you're feeling the nudge, link of that is in my bio. And also you can pay for my, like, donate for my rent, food and bills. I would highly